Live right here on the early line on SportsGrid, we have some action in the association on this Tuesday. He is Joe Ranieri. I am Ben Stevens. Counting all the games we have tonight, quadruple header, that would be 4, including a Western Conference Finals rematch in the Twin Cities between the Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. 5-point spread in favor of Minnesota as they host the Mavs. Of course, it was Dallas winning the Western Conference in a trip to the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics a year ago. Total, Joe, 221 and a hook. The Mavericks did play last night at home against the Utah Jazz, winning by 8, 110-102. So second leg of a back-to-back for Dallas, a change of venue, even with the anticipation of this WCF rematch. How do you break it down tonight in Minneapolis?
Yeah, well, it's definitely a different-looking Dallas team this year, is it not? But, again, having to come off of a tough game last night, there's always that revenge factor sitting around with Minnesota in this one. But you got to love what Klay Thompson has brought to this team here and what they're doing. This new look of Klay and Luca and Irving and – boy, oh boy, this is a team that can absolutely drop 130 on any team at any given night. I think Minnesota has some pieces they're still trying to get used to. Yeah. The place is going to be rocking. It's advantage Minnesota, but with that much firepower, Ben, am I laying 5? I don't think so.
And right now, the projected lineups for the Mavericks, as you would hope this early in a season, despite a change of venue back-to-back, does include Luca Dončić and a lot of those stars for Dallas. On the other side, it's now Anthony Edwards' show in Minneapolis. Not that it wasn't beforehand, but of course, no Karl Anthony Towns. Julius Randle has been good in spurts in his time so far in the Twin Cities. Both of these teams 2-1. Dallas under in 2 straight. Minnesota under in 2 of 3. The only over for the NBA's most efficient defensive team a season ago, that being the Timberwolves, came in their only cover of the season in their second game of the year. Again, 26.5 is that points prop for Anthony Edwards. We do have the number out for Luca Dončić as well, 29 and a hook. Klay Thompson has been good so far during his time in Dallas, 15.5 his points prop tonight.
Yeah, well, again, he went 5 of 22 and 1 of 9 from behind the arc last night. And the idea that you're going to get that back-to-back from Luca is...
bounce back.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it feels like it's a bounce-back spot. Plus, Luca's not going to want to be bullied. Luca's not going to be interested in hearing about how the Timberwolves want to grab their revenge. Like, grab this. He's not going to be interested in that at all. Wouldn't shock me at all if he, in fact, maybe a little peek ahead here, looking to in a spotlight game at 7:30 tonight. Maybe looks to kind of bounce back in a big way. I'd only look at the over props for him here.
Again, when you have seen Klay Thompson so far in Dallas, 18 points in all 3 games at bare minimum. He has buried at least 4 threes. For Klay to hit 4 threes tonight, even money plus 100. Now let's go up to Golden State, our 4th and final game on this Tuesday night quadruple header in the NBA. The Dubs, home underdog ever so slightly against New Orleans. The Pels, a road favorite because no Stephen Curry on the other side for Golden State. Suffered an ankle injury, which has been an issue throughout his NBA career over the weekend. Not expected to be super serious or miss a significant amount of time, but no Steph tonight for Golden State.
Yeah, which, and it's unfortunate, too, when you think about it, too, because DeJounte Murray for the Pelicans breaks his hand in the first game here. Then you, of course, but you still got, you got Zion, you got CJ McCollum, you got Brandon Ingram. They still have enough firepower on this team. I don't trust the Warriors without Steph Curry in any way, shape, or form. I do think New Orleans, this is a game they can and should win probably rather easily.
When you look at Golden State last year, they were awful at home in San Francisco, better on the road. The year prior to that, awful away from San Fran, and lights out in Golden State. The Pels have already played a back-to-back, well, not quite a back-to-back, but in the same venue, 2 games in 3 nights against the Trailblazers. Won at the buzzer against Portland, lost by 22 against the Blazers over the weekend. This is their first time against they played Chicago and twice against Portland. Interesting kind of elevation in terms of what they'll do. They play Golden State on back-to-back nights again? What a weird schedule for New Orleans to start off this year.
Very weird.
Very strange.
Yep.